I'm gonna give you guys a really good tool on how to navigate conflict conversations with your partner. See, the biggest thing that gets us in trouble when we go through having these spats with our partner and whatever, and it feels like you never come to a resolve and you guys are still butting heads after it's over and it never made any progress and was like, what was the point in us even talking about this? Is because when your partner comes to you or you come to them and you voice your concerns, your issues, the needs you're trying to have met, right? What you're asking for of your partner, whether it's through you venting at them, which you shouldn't do, right? You should be communicating, not just spatting at them what you feel they did wrong, or whether you're coming to, ask something of them, right? Or they're coming to ask something of you, is neither person is fully speaking to what the other person's concern really is. Or I'll do you one even better. Whenever the concern that your partner has or that you have is the opposition of what the other person believes. Now we really got a conundrum, right? How do you bring a resolve and bring the peace of conflict that you believe one thing and your partner believes another, and it seems like there's no middle ground? I'm gonna tell you, you have to create the middle ground. Where most of you guys are getting it wrong is that whenever your partner comes to you and brings that concern or whatever the case is that you don't believe in or you feel the opposite about, you're not giving them anything to work with. You're just fighting against them, right? And then they start fighting against you because no one wants to let their needs go to the side, right? So if they're coming to you about something and you don't believe in what they're saying, you don't want to wind up having to do something that you don't believe in that goes against your need for certainty and feeling solid in who you are. And just like for them, they don't want to let it off of what they need because they clearly have something that they're crying out for help with, right? Something that's a concern of theirs that bothers them, that robs one of their needs, and they're coming to you for help to meet that need. So anytime your partner comes to you and they bring a concern that you don't necessarily agree with what they feel the solution would be or what they're asking of you, you don't want to necessarily just offer that blindly because you feel like it undermines you in some way, you always give them a counter solution. What do I mean by that? Maybe your partner comes to you and says, hey, I'd appreciate if you help me out more around the house doing this XYZ thing. Instead of you just saying, hey, well, why do you need my help? Why don't you just do better or whatever the case is? You can state, hey, well, I feel if maybe this adjustment was made, this would help more than me having to step in because maybe you have an obstacle in your way for you being able to help them more. But instead of just giving that, say, okay, here's what I can do. I can't do what you're asking of me, because that won't work for this part for me, right? This will hurt something I have going on. Don't just say you don't want to or you just don't agree, because then it just sounds like your egos are just fighting, in which ego will ruin your relationship. Give significance, give substance as to why you're having an obstacle with offering them what they're asking for, right? And if you do that, you say, hey, I can't necessarily give you what you're asking for that way. I hear why you want it, right? Empathize with them. I understand why you want that, but here's why I'm having an obstacle giving that to you. But here's what I can do. Here's what I think might work. Here's what might help. Here's how I can meet you in the middle. See, if we're truly doing what we're supposed to be doing in a relationship, which is coming to serve, not to just get and take, then you should be always trying to figure out, okay, if I can't offer them what they're asking for right now, or I feel like it's, taking something away from me, then how can I help them? What can I do? How can I meet them in the middle? That comes from a service-based mentality. You're not thinking service if you're only thinking about what you're getting back in return or getting what you need and what you want, right? Hey, I can't give you that, but here's what I can do. Here's how I can help meet that need. And this is why I also tell you guys, focus on the need that's going to be met, not the story around the need. Because if you focus on the need, if your partner doesn't feel significant, they don't feel certain, they don't feel loved, or whatever it is, then you can offer a solution that still helps meet that need, that doesn't have to be the way that they are asking for you to help them meet it, right? To where you can still get the same end result, but by a way or a means that you actually agree with, that you can align with, that doesn't rob you of something that you need, right? And the better you get at doing this, then now the better you'll get at encouraging and inspiring them to do the same for you in return. Somebody's got to take the step first. Someone has to take the lead and be willing to step out there first and say, hey, here's what I'm willing to do. And then offer them the opportunity to respond in a similar type of mentality. And if you do your part like this consistently and they never offer back to you, well, here's how I can help you meet your need. If you're not getting what you feel you need, you ask for something that they don't feel they want to or can't offer you, then now you start seeing whether this relationship makes sense to keep staying in and building on, or maybe it makes sense to walk away, but you'll do it confidently, knowing that you did all of your part to try to be as nurturing and considerate to what they needed as much as you would hope they would do the same for you in return. But I'm willing to bet if you do this consistently, right, your ability to resolve conflict with your partner to where you guys walk away feeling happy and good about what just happened instead of one of you guys feeling okay, another one feeling upset, or both of you being upset, will get so much better and improve significantly. If you want help on how to build that muscle and how to do that and bring you guys full center, reach out to me and DM me coaching, and we will get to work. Let's get it.